This time of year in Philly, you know what to expect. Cold temps, and we've got them. But the skies are clear tonight at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's up to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
That's out quickly to Chase. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, That's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well,
that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start out on the ground with Saquon Barkley. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. And out now come the Eagles. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 10.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. 4 receivers in the formation here for a 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. The gain of 5. And it's second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21. That third down conversion good for 23.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On play action, Allen. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Allen going to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Allen from the gun on third down. He completes this into the hands of Jefferson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Justin Jefferson from 19 yards away. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Jake Elliott.
Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Henry again on second down. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Raven first down.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Jackson. Over middle, that's Puka. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play. That seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Jackson now. He'll try to pick it up himself. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now it's Jackson. Now he's got it. Touchdown. Isaiah Likely. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Brown with his stick skills. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Complete. Smith has it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
At the 36-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To the air, Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. For left side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now Allen. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now Allen. Quick slant here to Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
To throw, it's Allen. He dumps it off to Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Throwing now is Allen. And it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll send Brown in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they go instead with Barkley. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick slant cut by Chase. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. Inside handoff. Henry. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Henry up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Throwing is Jackson. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. So after the INT, it's Allen. This short throw caught by Goddard. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Two yards to go, 2nd down. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over.
Allen off the play fake. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. Now 1st and goal. Allen. And a little floater there is incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. And a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson has set up the screen for Henry. Runs over him. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Jackson. Pass complete there to Nakua. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
3rd and 2.
Now Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.
Simmons, The fans here fired up as usual at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. CD on the return. Whoa! And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Josh Allen on the bootleg. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 6. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Play action now, and here's Allen. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
A gain of 6.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's a third down and 4. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's to the left side, taken in by Jefferson. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, 49ers.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, it's Allen. Exiting the pocket right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
And the Niners are going to have it first and goal. He'll take this down to about the 3.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up first and goal.
Kittle is the man in motion. McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
This is the job of any linebacker, Mike. Having the ability to go downhill, fast, hit an open gap, and make a play in the backfield. But I think we can actually consider this going above and beyond because he was able to make that stop so far behind the line of scrimmage.
On the give, it's Robinson. And it'll be a gain here down to the 12-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Ooh. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jackson. He'll step up and run. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
A gain of 19
That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he surges focus for a gain of about 5.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 41, here's second and 5. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Set to go now on first and 10. Now Lamar going to hang on to it, and this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. Good for an Eagles first down.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical third down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
That's right side. He's got Calcaterra. And And the tackle is made at about the 6.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the 49ers' 6-yard line.
Now here's second and goal. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage. But that's it. It'll be third down.
No gain on the play.
After suffering that loss there on second down with the sack, Mike, now everything as a play caller goes out the window. I'm second and goal. I'm thinking, all right, even if I don't get it here on the ground, I've got third and fourth down to punch it across. Now I go backwards. This third and goal almost has to be a pass, and I'm looking at a failed third down away from a field goal.
Third and goal. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. It appeared that an Eagle was able to get his hands on it. And indeed, the signal, Philadelphia will hold on to possession.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And the 49er first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, San Francisco.
From the gun, here is Allen. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Allen. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Timeout 49ers. That is their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Left side, caught by Lamb. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Allen to the air.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Allen on 3rd down. That is caught back corner of the end zone. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers take a 10-3 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And no return here. This is a touchback. The Eagles offense going to take over just before the half. Just the lone field goal for them so far. Down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. A quick slap taken by Chase. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Jackson. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Jackson. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. Good return as he takes it across the 30. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They've had to settle for field goal attempts on these first two drives, a make and a miss. So they'll go to work here on their third drive. Play action now. Jackson. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and
at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
And I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the third quarter.
And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Once again, it's Barkley. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he was able to bring him down for a loss.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll try it now with Barkley. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held them on fourth down. What a stand. On first down, Allen. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 6. In motion, Lamb. Allen now on second down. He takes off. Big-time play for the Niners. 52 yards.
That's about as electric as it gets for the quarterback position. There's just, frankly, not a lot of guys in the league that are capable of making such a play. You could see when he turned into a runner, there was an extra gear in there, and when he was all said and done, he sets up first and goal.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Well, they turn around and they decide to give it to the big fullback this time to try to get it over the goal line, but this defense proves there is not a lot of room to operate down here close.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Allen going to keep it on his own read. And he will take it in himself. Josh Allen, touchdown, 49ers. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? and they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Bigsby to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Open man is Smith. He's got him. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big hit.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Jackson now. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That is hard. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 53 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that'll set up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That is hard. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
They're trying to pick this up with a run. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit.
Jake Elliott to kick
So,
off.
things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. CD on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a two-score game on this drive. First down and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Kevin Williams on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Williams on the stop.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith.
Complete to Devontae Smith. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run the draw with Barkley. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
To the left side and taken in by Smith. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a 1st down. He's forced out just shy of the mark.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
3rd and short, Jackson. Open man, right side, he's got it. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Here comes second down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's taken in left side by Smith. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Talk things over before third down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
Jackson will keep it himself. Hey, he's going to be close. Going to depend on the spot, but that looks a little short. It is short, and now it's fourth down.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up. They convert, and the drive stays alive.
And the decision to go for it on 4th is short. It's a lot easier, Mike, when you take a look in that huddle and you see the big guys up front. I mean, their ability to continue to win at the point of attack. We've seen it all game long, and when that's the case, you don't need to overthink it. Turn around and hand it to your back. Fresh set of downs.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. Here's the timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
At the 11-yard line.
Here we go. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. To the left side. Caught by Chase.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook.
And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called.
And this is caught. He's able to hang on. They get the 2 points, and we are tied in the final minute of play. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes. CD on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. 49ers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. On the run, McCaffrey. And this will wind up a Niners first down as he gets past the 35 to about the 37. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock.
San Francisco.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a second down.
At this stage of the game, one play could be the difference between winning and losing, and that dangerous throw is just a little risky for my liking. I understand the notion of trying to make a play and being aggressive, but one turnover here, and this game could be over.
Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
To throw again, it's Allen. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Bigsby to return it. Boom. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 7. Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. They smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
That one hot by Smith. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A huge play there in overtime. An even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 33.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver. And in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
A gain of 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
He was brought down by Pat Surtain. That's a gain of 3. Now third and 5.
Here now, third and 5. From the gun, Jackson. and got this one complete to Goddard. And he's going to go out of bounds, though there are markers on the field, as the officials will sort this one out. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A quick throw on the RPO is complete.
Jackson's pass, complete to Jamar Chase. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Feels like they needed that sack. This entire drive, it feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
A 38-yard attempt.
This kick is good. He knocks it through. And they get the upper hand as they take the lead to start overtime.
Of course they would have loved to finish this with a touchdown, of course. But this is the next best thing. You come out here in overtime, you get the early lead going up by 3, and now you put it on your defense. Can they come up with one stop to win this football game?
So the opening drive of overtime yields 3. Can the opponents respond? They receive the kickoff now. Whoa! And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one? They'll come up here 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete. Trent McDuffie right there with a tight defensive coverage.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
A short one there. Caught by Kittle. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air once more is Allen. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. He gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. The Niners will use their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to extend the overtime. The kick is good. Under pressure, he delivers. And we continue on. Now it's next score wins here in overtime.
And you talk about clutch right there, Mike. I mean, if he misses that kick, this game's over. But he doesn't. He delivers, and we continue on.
So, the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. This one intercepted. Picked up by Renardo Green. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Now Allen on 1st down. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
At the 30-yard line, 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with McCaffrey. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
1st and 10 at the
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This one to win it in overtime. This kick is is good. He got it. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here in OT. And the final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Philadelphia, good night.